Assalamu alaikum, dear students. We are talking about chapter number 7, lecture number 51. This is the lecture number 51, grade 11, chemical equilibrium. Grade 11, chemical equilibrium, and we are talking about effect of change. In the last lecture we discussed effect of change in concentration. Today we are going to discuss effect of change of pressure. So when the system is equilibrium, then we increase or decrease the pressure where the system will move according to Le Chatelier's principle. So there the one thing you have to remember. Suppose I am writing this equation. Sulfur dioxide gas, oxygen gas, 2 moles of sulfur dioxide gas. So this is the one reaction. Second is carbon monoxide gas, 2 moles of hydrogen gas. You will get a methyl alcohol like this one. So dear students, I want to clear one thing. If we are talking about the effect of change of pressure on the equilibrium system, the pressure will only affect, remember this, the pressure will only affect on those chemical equilibria where the number of moles on the either sides, reactant side or product side, are unequal. Unequal means 2 plus 1, 3 volumes, 3 moles, and here are 2 volumes or 2 moles. Unequal, vice versa. 1 plus 2, 3 moles, and there is a 1 mole, vice versa. Maybe more here, maybe less here, maybe less here, maybe more, but it should be unequal. Then the pressure will affect on that system. Otherwise, if the number of moles are same on both sides, the pressure will not affect on that system. This is very important. You have to remember this. So, according to this system, there is here when the pressure on the gas system at equilibrium is increased, the system tends to reduce the volume to undo the minimize of effect of increased pressure. This is done by decreasing the total number of gaseous molecules in the system. This is because constant temperature and pressure, the volume is directly proportional to the number of molecules of gas. So if we are talking about this system, here total 3 volumes and here total 2 volumes. So on the product side less volumes, on the reactant side more. If I am going to, this is equilibrium please. This is the equilibrium. Means in the equilibrium system, 3 volumes are for the reactant and 2 volumes for the product. Now if we are going to disturb it, according to Le Chatelier principle, by increasing the pressure. So when I am going to increase the pressure here, the system will move to that side where the number of volumes or number of moles are smaller. Again I am explaining, when you increase the pressure on the equilibrium system according to Le Chatelier principle, that the system will move to that side where the number of moles are decreased, smaller number of moles. It means that when I increase the pressure on this system, the volume is less on the product side, the system will move towards the right side. Towards the right side. Same case in here. Here are the three volumes. And here is one volume. If you are going to increase the pressure on this system, the system will move towards the right according to the Le Chatelier's principle that you can get more alcohol. But if you have like this, here is the inverse of these two. On the reactant side, one volume, product side, two volumes. So if you are going to impose a change of the pressure, increasing the pressure, the system will move according to the Le Chatelier principle towards the left side, reactant side, because number of volumes, number of moles are less on the reactant side, left side here. And there is the one thing I am telling you, which is given in the book also. You heard about the exothermic reactions and endothermic reactions. Endothermic means heat is absorbed from the surroundings in the system. And exothermic reactions, heat is evolved from the system in the surrounding. Exo means out, endo means in. So sometimes they give the value here, or sometimes they write here heat. Like this. This heat means the heat is evolved. This is the exothermic. Or this is 99% correct. Where the number of moles decreases, that side is the exothermic. Means 3 moles change into 2 moles, this forward step is the exothermic. 3 moles change into 1 mole, the forward step is exothermic. 1 mole changes into 2 moles, the reverse side is exothermic. Moles more, the reverse side is endothermic. This is the reverse side is endothermic. In this side, forward is exothermic, endothermic. So if the values given are heat equal for the endothermic, this is the endothermic, because 1 mole changes into 2 mole, here heat is written. Like this. So this is endothermic forward. Forward reaction is endothermic here. And this is the endothermic. So dear students, when you are applying the pressure according to the Chatelier principle, the system will move towards less number of volume where the exothermic is there. Where the exothermic. So that's why more sulfur trioxide is going to be formed when you are going to give the more pressure. More methanol is going to be formed when you are going to pressure. More phosphorus pentachloride is formed when you are going to give the pressure. So when the pressure is increased, according to Le Chatelier's principle, the system will move toward that side where the number of moles are going to be decreased. So the students written here, if suddenly increase the pressure on that system, what will happen to the equilibrium position? The reaction system will reduce the number of volumes by reducing the number of molecules present. This means that the reaction will shift towards right side where the smaller number of moles are there. Because in this direction, 3 volumes of the reactants and 2 volumes of the product are there. So that is why reducing the total number of molecules on the product side This means the equilibrium position will shift towards the side involving smaller number of molecules according to stoichiometric balanced chemical equation. This is very clear. Again, I am telling you the pressure will affect only when the number of moles are different, and if you increase the pressure, the system will move that where the number of moles are going to be decreased. If you decrease the pressure on this system, the system must move towards the endothermic process here, towards reverse side, towards the reactant side, because more moles are here. Again, you are decreasing the pressure, the methyl alcohol going to be decomposed to give a carbon monoxide and hydrogen. So this is the uneconomical preparation of alcohol or sulfur trioxide gas. Here, if you are going to reduce the pressure decreases, the reaction will move toward the forward in this case because number of moles are here. And I told you that if you have same number of moles on both sides like this, no effect of pressure because two volumes, both volumes are equal on both sides, so there will be no effect of putting pressure on this system. Whenever the pressure is changed on the system, either the forward or reverse reaction is favored because number of molecules are same on the each side. Such equilibria are not affected by the pressure or volume change because both volumes are same. So here the self-assessment exercise question is given here. Same this equation. 1 mole of carbon monoxide, 2 moles of hydrogen to give 1 mole of methanol. Same is given here. Now in the industry, the student is going to be decrease the pressure for production of methyl alcohol. He wants to get more methyl alcohol, but what he is doing, he is decreasing the pressure. So this is not favored. This condition is not favorable for the production of methyl alcohol. The system will move towards the reactant side. So this does not increase the yield of methyl alcohol by decreasing the pressure. So dear students, this was the effect of pressure. Now effect of temperature. Effect of temperature. Temperature effect on those chemical equilibria where generally number of moles are high. So it means that this forward reaction is exo, already heat is evolved here. So when you increase the temperature, so that the system will move back where the more number of moles, where the endothermic. If you increase the temperature on this system, because forward is exo, already heat is evolved from the system here. So decomposition taking place, 2 mole of sulfur trioxide decomposed to give a 2 mole of sulfur dioxide and oxygen gas. So system will move towards the left side. Same case here, if you are going to increase the temperature, again this is the forward step is exothermic, less number of moles. So it will go towards more number of moles if you are increasing the temperature. So methyl alcohol will decompose into carbon monoxide gas and hydrogen gas. But here, this system is favorable for the forward reaction for increasing the temperature because 1 mole of the phosphorus pentachloride changes into trichloride and chlorine gas. The system will move toward the forward direction if you are going to increase the temperature because the forward step is endothermic, 1 mole and 3 mole. So this is favorable for the endothermic reaction. I will explain here. Second, this is the equation. 1 mole and 1 mole, 2 moles here. So in this system, you will be providing here. Suppose written here like this. The forward step is the endothermic. Mind it, either number of moles are equal, no problem. If the forward is endo, the reverse must be exo. That's why, if written that this the forward is the endothermic, means more favorable for the increasing temperature to get the more hydrogen iodide. So for the endothermic reactions, the system is going to move toward the forward direction and the more product is going to be formed here. So dear students, I am writing according to the book here. The first equation is given. According to law of mass action, Kc is equal concentration of sulfur dioxide, concentration of sulfur dioxide, concentration of oxygen. So if you are going to increase the temperature, as the temperature is increased, heat enters in the system, I told you, for the endothermic, and reaction will shift from left to right. As the result, this change concentration of, if you are going to see this equation, sorry, I am going this equation, same this. So what happens if you are going to increase the temperature here? So the system will move towards the left side, and concentration of sulfur dioxide is going to be decreased, not increased. In your book, maybe it will increase. So this is going to be increased. But adding more temperature, then what happens? The system will move towards the left side, from right to left, right to left. So concentration of sulfur dioxide, numerator product side decreases, and the concentration of denominator means reactant is going to be increased here. There is another equation given here. This is one volume, and here are two volumes. So in this case, this is the reverse of this. Kc is equal concentration of NO2 and concentration of dial nitrogen tetroxide, like this one. So if you are going to increase the temperature, this will reverse back because 2 moles, going to forward reaction. This is going to be forward reaction because 1 mole changes into 2 moles. So this process is endothermic, means heat is absorbed here. So in this case, the concentration of nitrogen dioxide is going to be increased, and the concentration of dinitrogen tetroxide is going to be decreased. Concentration is increased and concentration is going to be decreased because forward state is endothermic and here the forward state is exothermic. So reverse. So you have to correct these things. Same case again, you have a exercise question here. There is one thing more. According to Le Chatelier principle, if you are going to increase the temperature on the system of sulfur dioxide, oxygen to make a sulfur trioxide, the chemical equilibrium will be shifted towards right side and heat is absorbed at increasing by temperature. As a change in concentration of sulfur trioxide will decreases and concentration of sulfur dioxide and oxygen is going to be increased. So you are seeing in the equilibrium constant Kc value, and that is why at low temperature, the reaction is favorable to form the products. At low temperature, the value of Kc is very high. Can you see your book? 298 Kelvin means this room temperature. The value of Kc is a very high one, into 10 raised power 26. And you done this. When the value of Kc is very high, it must go towards the forward. Magnitude of Kc, you done this. If the value of Kc is very high, the reaction must go to forward direction. So at low temperature, the value of Kc is very high, it must go towards the forward. So when you are going to increase the temperature written here, the temperature is going to be increased about 1000 Kelvin. From 298 to 1000 Kelvin, the temperature is going to be increased. The value of Kc is only 2.8 into 10 raised power 2 decreases. So when I am going to increase the temperature on this system, the Kc value is going to be decreased. When the Kc value is going to be decreased, low value of Kc shows that the reaction goes to backward direction, reverse side, reactant side. This is a phenomenon. Same case is given also here for the nitrogen dioxide. Same is here for the Kc value at 0 degree centigrade is 7.7 into 10 raised power minus 5. At low temperature, the Kc value is 10 raised power minus 5, less. So it means that this at low temperature, this must move towards the towards reactant side. But when you are increasing the temperature, this is about 0.4. At 100 degrees centigrade, the value of Kc is going to be increased up to 0.4. So more temperature is required to convert reactants to product, and it must go to forward side. So by increasing temperature of this system, the value of equilibrium constant is going to be increased. So when the value of Kc is going to be increased, it must move towards the forward side. And when the temperature is decreased on this system, the value of Kc is going to be decreased, it will move towards the reactant side. So this is a phenomenon of the change in the temperature on the equilibrium system according to Le Chatelier's principle. These are the great applications in the industry. You are preparing ammonia gas, you are preparing sulfuric acid from the sulfur trioxide. Great uses are in industries. Effect of addition of catalyst, you know, catalyst is a substance which is going to be increase the speed of the chemical reaction. Only increase the speed of the chemical reaction here. So dear students, this is same applications of the Le Chatelier's principle for the synthesis of ammonia gas. So ammonia gas, this is a nitrogen, 3 moles of hydrogen, 2 moles of ammonia. So dear students, in the equilibrium system, the ammonia is only, you will get 35%. Not more than 35% you get ammonia from this system when it is in equilibrium. So this is not an uneconomical process. You will not get the ammonia in high because ammonia has a great use in the fertilizers and also preparation of the explosives. So one scientist, Hubbard process. So he used this process for the preparation of ammonia gas by helping with the Le Chatelier principle, and he got Nobel Prize at that time. So when you are going to see, this is the process forward is exothermic, less number of moles, more number of moles, the process is exothermic written in the book. So the process is exothermic, number of moles are decreasing on the product side and reactant side more, so conditions low temperature is required. About 400 to 450 degrees centigrade is required to break the bond between nitrogen and hydrogen. We need the amount of energy to make the ammonia gas. So 400 to 450 degrees centigrade is required for decomposition of nitrogen and hydrogen bond, cleavage of these bonds to form new bonds to make the chemical reaction feasible for the forward step. So dear students, 400 to 450 degrees centigrade is required. This is low temperature. Then high pressure, same. So high pressure is needed because of on the product side you are seeing low mole, less number of moles, smaller number of moles as I have done before. So 200 atmospheric pressure. 200 atmospheric pressure is needed. 200 to 300 atmospheric pressure is required to completion towards the ammonia to get more ammonia gas. Low temperature about 400 degrees centigrade, high pressure 200 to 300 atmospheric pressure is needed. Third, very important, continual withdrawal of ammonia gas. You have to decrease the concentration of ammonia. When you are taking ammonia more, they will react to get more ammonia gas. So decrease the concentration of ammonia. Continuously, periodically, you have to remove the ammonia gas from the reaction zone that you can get more ammonia. The last point is addition of catalyst. Because without catalyst, this chemical reaction is slow. So that's why to make it more fast. So iron or compounds of iron, oxides of iron, aluminum are going to be used to increase the speed of the chemical reaction. The catalyst is used also here. So four things: low temperature, about 400, high pressure, 200 to 300 atmospheric pressure, then continual removal of ammonia from the reaction zone, and four is you have to use a catalyst, then the 100% recovery of ammonia taking place. Means nitrogen and hydrogen 100% convert into ammonia and you getting more and more production of ammonia in the industry. If you use these conditions according to Le Chatelier's principle, and Habermas applied these all conditions to prepare ammonia gas in industry, and he got Nobel Prize for this one. So these students, here we are going to stop. We complete the equilibrium this one. Then according to the revised, reduced this syllabus, effect of concentration, effect of pressure, effect of temperature, industrial application of Le Chatelier principle, Haber process. And the last topic is only common ion effect. So in the next lecture, inshallah, I will explain about the common ion effect. Thank you very much.